Hi, Dan Moskal here, and in this video we're going to go from nothing to complete professional website with its own custom domain located at BibleStudyWithJolie.com. Um, this is a website I'm going to do for my mom, and I'm curious to see how long it takes, and let's go ahead and just do it together. So, the very first step you want to do is go to the internet. Go to google.com. Go search for Blogger, Blogger. Create your free blog. Here you will need a Google email address or a Gmail, and you can also click on this red button over here in the top right corner to sign up. So we're going to do my mom's. Hers is joliemoss at gmail. If you see anything different, it's because you have to, they may show you a different screen about creating a Google Plus profile and inserting a picture. But the very first thing we want to do is click on New Blog. Create your blog now. New blog. So, my mom, Jolie Moskal, wants her website to be Bible Study with Jolie. This is not very important. That's going to be the title, Bible Study with Jolie. The address is not really important because we're going to change that in this video. But we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. And the only things you need to remember here is you can't put any spaces in and no capital letters. Just it has to be. If for some reason it isn't available, then change it around and find one that is. Shouldn't have any problem. Here you can pick the template. We're going to go ahead and just stay with simple for the time being. And boom, we're going to create a blog. Click this orange button down here at the bottom. Now it's creating a blog. Boom. Bible Study with Jolie was created. Now, let's go ahead and just click View Blog and take a look at our blog. They're going to open this up in a new tab over here. So this is what my mom, Jolie Moskal's new blog looks like. We are going to remove this little search bar here in a second. We're going to put, see this thing right here? This little orange Favicon. We're going to change that. It's called the Favicon. We're going to do just a couple other things. But from here, you want to either click Start Posting right here with my mouse, or click on this orange button, Create a New Post. Now, this post is the title. The title is what shows up in Google right here, this blue stuff. This is the title of your page. So if you want this page that we're making right here to be ranked for something such as, the book of Bible, Daniel, Christianity, you're going to want to look at the keyword tool, and we'll talk about that. We talk about that in the book. But this post, the title, this right here, Book of Daniel, Christianity, is what will show up should this new page get ranked in Google, or when somebody searches Bible Study with Jolie Moskal. This is what would show up right here. See, look, Daniel Bible Study, Lesson 4, Roaring Lions, Jolie Moskal. This is her website, her other website, but this is what her WordPress website looks like. Now let's just keep this one actually in mind, because the WordPress, I just want to see what you guys think when we compare it to a finished professional blogger design. So we're going to go ahead and keep this up, and you can see she's got the Favicon right here. That's a default Favicon. I spent years trying to figure out what this thing even was and how I could change it. So anyways, we are going to go ahead. We want hers to show up similar to this because this is a new website. We're going to go ahead and close this out. This is the website, the new website we have right now, BibleStudyWithJolie.blogspot.com, and we're going to change that on this video to BibleStudyWithJolie.com. So, this is Book of Bible, Daniel, Christianity. We'll just say the same thing. Created July 15th, 2013. Now, if you want to change, you can put headings in. I don't really mess with this too much, but here you can change the size. Here you can change the font type, which font type you want, obviously. Obviously you can bold, italicize, underline. You can change the color, different colored font. I believe that's the background color. Yeah, so if you want to highlight something, or we can write more down here, and these two things are highlighted. If you wanted to link, let's say this is perfect. Let's say my mom wanted to link to her Daniel Bible study at joliemoskel.com. Let's say she wanted to do this. This is also called the anchor text. We're going to click this. This is her WordPress website. We're using Blogger for the new one, but we're going to link to it. We're going to just paste that in, and we're going to hit OK. Now we're going to look at that in just a second, but for the time being, just remember Daniel Bible Study is the anchor text. That's somewhat important when we start getting to SEO. If you wanted to insert an image, we'll put in her nephew Beckett and her son, or my nephew Beckett and her son. It's very easy. You can also, look here, you can put videos in. You can upload it from your computer, or you can search from your own YouTube videos, or you can search on YouTube. Here's some videos of mine, and then you just click it and select. Boom, it's in your website. You can obviously delete. So here's numbered lists. Well, sorry, this is just like very similar to Microsoft Wordish type thing. Bulleted list, and then you can check the spelling. Everything's misspelled. Remove formatting. Quote something. Curious to see what this actually, I think, yeah, it just kind of indents it, you see. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and delete that. We're going to delete the video too, and we're going to go ahead and remove formatting. Maybe not. Alright, well, let's just delete everything except for that link down here, because I'm going to just show you what this link is, because we're writing about that. So the only other thing I'm going to mention real quick on this page, we obviously have publish, save, preview, close, and then over here, so Blogger actually uses HTML. If you click on HTML, you can see the computer code. So let's just add some more text. Now let's click over here on HTML. This is all the computer code. This is like the geek code, just as an FYI. So we're going to look at these post settings right here in the right, labels. I don't usually do this. It might be worth it if you'd want. If you choose to, and you or my mom, you could do something like books of the Bible, or Daniel, book of the Bible, or Christianity, or whatever. So we'll just go ahead and put books of the Bible. We're going to delete this page in just a second anyways. But schedule, you could set this to publish in the future. Like say you're going out of town, but you want to have this page publish and go live on Friday, July 19th. Then you could click here, and then you could even specify what time you want to publish this page. I don't usually use this, but permalink, I don't do anything here, just leave it as is. Location, you can obviously put where you are. I don't use that. And then options down here, reader comments. Google, or Blogger rather, I'm sorry, which is a part of Google, they have a spam detector on their comments, and I just leave it as is. If you get a bunch of spam comments, you can go in and don't allow it, or there's another setting we can do too. But I don't do anything in here. So essentially, don't do anything anywhere over here except for maybe the labels if you really want. And then the golden button is this orange button right here, publish. Boom. If you want to share it on Google+, go look at your new page. Check out my new Bible study. This would be similar to a Facebook post. Check out my new Bible study, blah, blah, blah. But we're not going to share it. Let's go look at it. Bible study with Jolie, blog archive, about Jolie Moskal. Now, this is our link right here. I just want you to see that this is a link with the anchor text, Daniel Bible Study at joliemoskal.com. When you click on it, it takes us over to joliemoskal.com. My mom would be helping her relevancy and rankings and importance in Google's eyes by linking to her WordPress website, or linking from her WordPress website to her new blog here. So from here you can edit, view, share it, and delete it. We're going to leave it published for the time being. Let's talk about this stuff over here. And so obviously right here in the beginning, or the first, orange is creating a new post. Click this, you're going to create a new page just like that. So we're going to close this, and we're going to delete that because that's just a blank thing. So overview, this will tell you your page views. You can click here for more stats. There's a tool that I like. Google has some great tools. There's lots of ways to figure out and see how long people are staying on your website, what pages they're looking at, what pages in your website are showing up for which search terms. So, if people are actually typing in Daniel Book of the Bible, and somebody that types that in, if they clicked on, Jolie Moskal's website, then these tools would say, okay, this person actually searched in Daniel Book of the Bible. Or sometimes they'll tell you, when people misspell things, they'll say, okay, they searched Daniel Book of the Bible, and that's how they visited your website. They stayed on your website for 4.5 minutes. They visited, 3 other pages. Tell you endless information. So, anyways, let's keep moving. This is kind of some updates, just kind of some overview stuff. This is very helpful over here, especially with using your new blogger guide. And one of the big things we're going to look at here is setting up your custom domains. So we're going to go ahead and open that and keep that open for a minute and look at it in just a second. Make money with your blog is probably one of the things you'd want to look at Google AdSense, but it is important to note that you must have a relatively established website that gets visitors really before it looks like you'll be approved for Google AdSense. Like, just wait, read their terms and conditions. We'll look at that in just a second. So we have posts. If you have, as you build more pages, they're going to show up in here. You can always go in and edit them and change them. Pages, if you want to make pages instead, go right ahead. You can always do kind of an about me. Privacy policy is recommended, and I think that's part of Google AdSense terms and conditions. Read those terms and conditions fully if you want to work with them. Here's something neat I want to show you real quick. So this is show pages as. Right now we don't have our pages shown on the website. So we can put them in as top tabs or side links. I want to put them in as top tabs, and this is the golden button, the orange one, save arrangement. If you don't save the arrangement, nothing's going to happen. So let's go ahead back over here, and we're going to click refresh. There's the top tab. And just for illustration, let's do another one. New tab page for us to see. Oh, we'll write something. Publish. Now let's go. I think we need to save arrangement. Just refresh. See? Home. New tab page for us to see. See how that changed? So we're going to leave this as is. We'll delete it after the video. And here's comments. So let's say you landed on, somebody lands on your website and they read, hopefully better better writing than this, and they say, hey, thanks for the awesome info, blah 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 blah. Boom, there's the comment. And then obviously, you can comment on your own, but more likely other people are going to comment on them. And here, those comments are going to show up for you. So you could, delete it, remove it, say it's spam. You can also do that from this screen too. So Google Plus, I'm going to let you look in here a little bit more on your own. Stats, this is more about where your traffic's coming from. You can get some more information, how often it's been viewed, the posts, what's popular, what gets clicked on. Here's some more traffic sources, the audience, how are people visiting your website, what browsers are they using, even operating systems, where they're located. Here's and over here you can see, you can change it to all time, today, by the week. There's some better tools to use with this stuff, but that's not bad for the time being. Check this out, Blogger and Google AdSense. This is a way you can just put some little advertisements on your website, such as a banner, and I know you've seen other websites rather host advertisements, but all you do, it is so simple to add one. Let's say you wanted to add a banner or a advertisement over here in this right sidebar. All you do is go down here to layout, then you click add gadget. This is after you've been approved for a Google AdSense account and you have everything connected. But all you do is press plus right here on the AdSense, add a gadget, and then typically you get to choose what size. So you could just say, okay, I want this 300 by 250. That's kind of geek speak for just a advertisement that fits into the sidebar. So anyways, we're not going to worry about this for now, but the layout, this will move things around. So let's say you want to put your about me over here, or you want to put your pages below your actual blog post, and then you click save arrangement. Save arrangement is always the golden key. So let's look at how that took our pages from up there, and doesn't even look like it. Oh, there we go. Pages are over here. New tab, home page for us to see. You can also click on here and remove things if you don't want them. Let's go ahead. One of the things we do want to remove is this nav bar. We're going to click it to off. Over here to hit save. That was located right here in this top right thing. Save arrangement. The nav bar is this stuff right here. I personally don't like this. I don't know. I think it makes it look kind of amateur. I've never seen. I don't know. Anyways, so let's refresh it to see it without it. Boom, no more nav bar. Another thing we're going to do here in a second is change this little favicon, but that's located right here, favicon. Alright, let's change the design and the template and the way it looks, and before this video ends we're going to put in an Amazon banner up here. My mom is very dead set on Amazon, and the way you put an Amazon banner in is the way you add anything to your website. But this is kind of the format, the layout. You can add +1 buttons. You can look through these things. You can add anything you want. Popular posts, a search box. That's a good one. You can put in even third-party HTML, JavaScript. This is going to be how we're going to put in Amazon banner. Images, you can do all sorts of things here. This has 25 out of 27. And if you really want, there's more gadgets, 870 of them. So, you can spend a long time looking through these things and playing around with it. I'm going to let you do that during your time. Template. Here's the simple. These are the options under the simple template. These are dynamic. These are all just templates and blueprints for your website. I personally like the simple, but we're going to change kind of the color and the widths and kind of mess around a little bit with it to make it look nice and pretty for my mother. Alright, so we just clicked over here to the blue one. We're going to actually do this one. We're going to change these colors because I know she's not a big fan. I think she likes the purple. This orange button right here in the top right corner, again, is a save, apply to blog. So let's just refresh our website and see what it looks like now. Boom, now it's all orange. Now background, we're going to change this to pink real quick. You can put different designs in, or you can totally remove it if you want. Sorry. Wow, that's a little bit too pink. Alright. And then here you can go in and change the colors manually. Wow. We're going to just leave it as orange because I don't want to spend an hour in here. And it's very easy too, but once you pick what you want, you can play around, and obviously we just change the colors and stuff. And once you find what you want, don't forget to click apply to blog. And then we're going to adjust the widths. So see this right sidebar? Make it big, make it small. This will help when you're putting in advertisements or banners or links to different things such as Amazon, or typically advertisements in the sidebar are about 300, and then the whole website width, this is white side over here to white side, that's 960. And this is px, I think that's pixels, but it doesn't matter. You may need to play with some of these widths because typically the sidebar advertisement will overlay a little bit, so you'll probably need to make it a little bit bigger. But anyways, everything's fine. If you want to put it back as a default, hit this blue button, apply to blog. Now we're going to go down to the layout. Do you see these layouts? This is how you can change. See how it changed down here? Let's go ahead and look at it. So we've got the blog archive over here, here's the text, and then here's the about me. Does that make sense? I think it does. So there's obviously, this is the body layout. I personally like the way it was. And then this is the footer. The footer is this stuff down here at the bottom of your website. We're going to go ahead and put the pages back up at the top though. Maybe not. Apply to blog. And that's what's going on. Sometimes you will have to okay, so see, we got that fixed. It doesn't look like we can move the pages from here, so we're gonna do that before we finish from the other screen. Advanced, this is gonna change, the page text. Like if you wanted the text on your page to be a different color, see that? And then the font, size, bolding it, the size, and clear advanced changes is what we're going to do, because we're going to just leave it as the default. Backgrounds, here you can change, boom, we'll go with gray. Main background, header background, change it to blue. We'll do blue because that doesn't look very good. And then remember, this apply to blog is always the golden key. You can play around with some of this stuff, links. Blog title, and the size. I mean, the options are endless. The only thing I would say is try not to spend an hour or 12 in here. So some of these things, the little red indicator will give you a good idea of what it's talking about. I mean, the options are endless, and I don't want to spend an hour in here, so we're going to go ahead and just go back to Blogger. Remember, you got to save it though to make all the changes, and boom, this is what our website now looks like. So settings, this is the title, Bible Study with Jolie, and the title is what's going to show up in blue. So it'd say Bible Study with Jolie there. The description, this is going to be these two sentences right here. It's 156 characters typically. It's about 2 sentences. It's just a brief description. And this one is a brief description of our website for each actual post. So the actual post about the book of Bible with Daniel, that should be a different description. That should be, the book of Bible about Daniel. And this one we're going to say Bible studies on different Christian books of the Bible. Come up with something a little bit better than that, but then save the changes. And like I said, that's going to be the gray. This is the description. So we've got the title or the headline, and now we've got the description. And this is for our website in general. On the pages and the posts, we're going to talk about that in a second, but this is just the website in general, kind of like the home page. Publishing the blog address, we're going to move this to a custom domain here in just a moment. Alright, cool. So, posts and comments. This is what's on your home page. If you have, let's say you have 20 pages on your brand new website. If you the idea is a blog, you could have just one page show up, one post, or you could have 3 posts, or 5 posts. We're gonna just do 3 for now. Post template, looks like you could change the actual template if you really wanted. That's like super advanced. I don't know what that is. I never do showcase images with Lightbox. Comments, comment location, embedded. I leave all this stuff just as defaults. We're not even going to mess around with that, or unless we've already. Yeah, you have to click Save Settings again, and we're not going to save the settings. We're just going to leave it all as defaults. That's what I typically do. That's the only thing I'll ever change is the number of posts to show at the top. I don't ever do anything in here. This just means, they're going to send an email to joliemoss@gmail.com when somebody comments on our blog. Spend some more time in here. We're not going to do anything with this stuff. Formatting, you can change it to whatever time zone you're in. I'm not in the Pacific, but search preferences. Don't do anything in well, I'm sorry, you do want to do something in here. It's just one thing. So meta tags, that's what we just did. That's like the meta description. You see description right here? Set the blog search description. Help users choose to click on your blog search results by writing a compelling summary of what your blog is all about. Alright, this is, I'll put this in the book, but search, title, and description, these are the kind of the two most important on-page SEO things. And it's the snippet, which is what is shown here, the title, the URL, and then the description. That's the meta description right here, the highlighted, these two sentences. It's the summary. So, right now it says disabled. We want to click edit, enable search description, yes. Don't we just do that? Books of the Bible and Bible studies. This is still the meta description for our home page. I thought we just put that in, but we're going to go ahead and hit save changes. Now that or the one we just put in over here is going to show up. I'm not 100% sure. It's strange. We're going to actually change it on a post though, because that's important. I don't do anything here. Errors and redirects, crawlers and indexing. Just leave it all as is. Don't touch it unless you really know what you're doing. Don't really mess around here. I don't do anything with this stuff. I don't do anything with this stuff, but you see it all. Yeah, that's the description. I'm curious to see which one of those actually shows up, but this right here should be the same as the one we just did right here with the description, and we're just gonna make them the same either way. So now we're gonna go back over to the post. We're gonna edit this, and this is what I want you to see right here over the underneath the post settings. This is the search description. This search description is just for this page. So we did a search description for the website. That's BibleStudyWithJolie.blogspot.com. Now let's do a search description for this page in this post about books of the Bible, Daniel, Christianity. So we'll do Christianity, books of the Bible about Daniel, Bible study held in Columbia, South Carolina by Jolie Moskal. And then we're going to click done. Now this description right here, Christianity, books of the Bible about Daniel, you got to click update. Now it's update instead of publish. Now that we've updated it and published it, let's go back. See how this page, this post is the book of Bible, Daniel, Christianity. It has a different website. This is not our home page. Our home page is right here. And I'm going to see how the home page changes. Search description, see how home page changes. And you need to put a different search description on your pages and posts. Alright, now look here please. This is our home page. Now we have, see, there's two posts on our home page. We did the description for our website, and then we did the description for this page. So if you were searching in here, you'd have the description for Jolie's overall website, and then for the page on this website it would have a different description. This is the idea. So we're going to go ahead and put this on a custom domain, and we're going to change this Favicon here. Okay, so let's start with the easy part. Let's start with the Favicon. The Favicon, like we said, is just this little bee. By default, it's going to be the Blogger orange one. But as you can see, Google has a unique one. Most websites usually have a unique one. And just so you can see, my website has a unique one. It takes 2 seconds. So you can save an image, like if you want to put your picture up there, or you can go save an image like in Microsoft Paint. What I do is pull up my pages, and then I'll put a little shape in a box and put a letter in, and then I'll save it as an image, such as that J right here. But I'm going to show you 2 ways. So we're going to do Favicon generator, and this is going to make a favicon for us. Favicongenerator.org. We can actually, yeah, we can do both here. Alright, so if you have your own image, you can just click browse and then click that one, the one that we made, the image that you have already created, or you can create a favicon. I'm sorry, you actually have to upload an image. So you can do that in Microsoft Paint, or using Pages if you have a Mac. So we titled ours Bible Study Favicon Jolie. Create favicon. Download the generated favicon. This is the way it's going to appear right there instead of that B. Download the generated favicon. Save file. Now we're going to go back over here. We can go to the layout. And we're going to move this pages like we had mentioned. We're going to put that back at the top. Then we're going to edit this right here, the favicon. Browse. Now this should be downloaded. Alright, what did it say? Or what did it download as? ICO image. Or EH something. Alright, let's just try this. There we go. Alright, so browse. You know what? We might even be able to, okay. You might be able to use a regular image as long as it's square on there. Sorry, bear with me here. This should be it. Yep. And then we want to click save. So, see how that changed? And then the golden key, save arrangement. Blog. Now, right now it stays default, and it's going to take probably just a couple minutes before it updates. Don't stress that. I mean, it's going to update. Just give it a couple minutes. I think it may even take like 24 hours, but as long as you see it here in your interface, it will update. I guarantee it. And let's just do a favicon creator real quick in case you don't want to use an image. This is a great one. So, you can create a new favicon. I've used this in the past, and this is how it works. So you just color it in. So, if you wanted to do Jolie, you'd do Jolie. That's supposed to be a J. I didn't do real well at math. So you can see the preview, it's right down here, and then you just click download favicon, and you're going to save it to your computer, and then you have to upload it into Blogger over here, or edit it. And you can't remove a favicon, so you're going to have something, or you're going to have that little Blogger thing right there. So this is going to take just a little bit. I think it'll be updated before the end of this video. And if not, go visit Jolie Moskal or Bible Study with Jolie.blogspot.com, because it's not going to take you to the blogspot.com. Instead, it's going to take you to BibleStudyWithJolie.com, because that's what we're going to do now. We are going to put this on a custom domain. This is one of the more important things, especially when it comes to getting free traffic. I mean, this isn't going to cost you a penny to have it on blogspot.com. And Google, or Blogger rather, just changed this. It used to be that you could add a custom domain and just buy it all from here and just click save. I mean, it was the easiest thing in the world, and I hope they update this and do it again, because they had it like that for years. So anyways, we are going to use GoDaddy. Just a domain. We purchased this domain name, BibleStudyWithJolie.com, through GoDaddy. Let's stay with Blogger here, and let's go ahead and just watch this. We want to go down to the settings over here on the left hand side. Then you want to go to blog address, and we're going to hit add a custom domain. Now we're going to do www.BibleStudyWithJolie.com. Your domain must be properly registered first. Whoops. Okay, so these are the two important parts, these two things right here. www, GHS Google. Alright, so let's go over to GoDaddy and see where we plug that in. So GoDaddy, GoDaddy.com. We've already logged into your account, or Jolie Moskal's account. We're going to go to the domains and go in here, and we are going to click launch. What we want to do is go into this one right here, DNS zone file, the one in the middle, right next to settings. Do you see my mouse? Bible Study with Jolie. DNS zone file. Click on that. Then over here you want to hit edit. It's going to open you up in a new little window. And from here is where we're going to make some changes. So this is the first one. Yours probably doesn't say ghs.google.com yet. So yours, I believe, says @ So what you want to do is delete that, delete the @ and what we're going to do is copy and paste this in. See, www. This is the CNAME. You don't need to know what CNAME is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it means, and it's one of the many things that you just have to do when it comes to the super geek work. You don't need to know what it means. You just have to be able to do it. So we're changing that one, www.ghsgoogle.com. Now let's go back. This next one, we're just going to copy this one here off the left side. Yours is probably going to be gibberish too. I think mine is FYAX. And we're going to do quick add. Paste this in here. This goes under www, just like it is over here. And then we're going to copy the second one right here. So these two are matching up and those two are matching up. So copy. Now we want to paste that in here. So do you see this? We changed www to ghs.google.com, and then we pasted this first one right over here, because that's the first one. Copied it in, and the same thing, the one that is right next to it. This one. So these are the 4 pieces of important information. Now we've got all 4 pieces of important information in. Click Save Zone File. Confirm. You are about to modify your existing zone file. Are you sure you want to save your changes? Yes. Saving zone file. It's going to take a little bit of time. Refreshing page. Alright. Now let's go back over here. try it now. Oh, jeez. Sorry, I'm not sure what just happened there. I'm going to go ahead. I might need to stop this. Let's see what happens here. We might need to do a forwarding thing. That's geek talk for nothing you need to worry about, but it'll just let's see what happens now. www.BibleStudyWithJolie.com. Aha, score. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Did you see? All we did was those 4 little pieces of information in the DNS zone editor. Awesome. Alright, so this is what it used to be, BibleStudyWithJolie.blogspot.com. Now watch, we're going to refresh it, and it automatically takes us to www.BibleStudyWithJolie.com. That's what Blogger's talking about here where it says redirects. Now one thing I'm curious about is if we don't put www in front of it, because from what I was looking at and the places I learned here just recently, because Google just started to require you to do this. Alright, cool. So we still have to forward it. So because I know this sounds strange, this www dot right here in search engine eyes, if you have www dot, that is a different address than if you do not have www dot. Instead you just have HTTP Bible Study with Jolie. I mean, that's taking us to a GoDaddy page, but I mean, do you see what I mean? www. For some reason, those are seen as different addresses, and the same is true when it comes to actual pages. Watch, we're going to delete the www, and it's not going to be found. See what I'm saying? So to fix that, we're going to go back over here to our GoDaddy account, and we're going to do a forwarding. Okay, so click, this is our domain. We're going to actually go back to the screen we were just looking at. Sorry. So go back to your domains and then check it, and then it's right here, forwarding domains. So what we want to do is just forward the non-www dot to the one with www dot. Domain name forwarding lets you automatically direct your domain name visitors to a different website. Okay, so let's just go ahead forward to www.BibleStudyWithJolie.com. Alright, well, we're going to try it. We might not need it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and forward it to www.BibleStudyWithJolie.com. We're going to do it as permanent, forward only, and we're going to update my name servers and DNS settings to support this change. Just leave it all the way it is, I hope. Okay, so forward only, main forwarding, your request has been submitted, changes may take a few moments to take effect. So we have this good on www dot. Now we are trying to forward it without the www dot, and it might take a few minutes. Let's if it doesn't take a few minutes, I will need to come back and edit this, so I will. This is Dan Moskal, and as a quick recap, that is all you need to do is the forwarding of your domain and insert those four golden pieces of information, and then it's going to take, I would give it at least 24. I think they say give it up to 48 hours before everything's communicating and all showing up on the proper domains and all the redirect and forwarding is happening. So this is Dan Moskal. Have a great afternoon. Please comment below if you have any problems or questions, and please like this video and share it with your friends, family, and colleagues. You can also visit danmoskaluniversity.com to see some more free tips and grab a copy of our book available at Amazon. Have a great afternoon.